So Brad, a 1-0 win here at home to Chasetown. It was a performance that showed determination and hard work in abundance.
Yeah, and I think the overriding emotion right now is pride, because I've had a group of players which, let's be honest, after the first game and everything, were doubted. People didn't think good enough. We knew what we had. And sometimes when it's your day as well. But saying that, I thought we were good value for it. Don't get me wrong, if they snatch one, it is what it is. But in the second half, we could have scored a couple ourselves, like on the break, exactly how I said the game would pan out. And the reason I say pride is because I've got a group of players, we've got a group of players that from minute 1 to minute 99, if needs be, will dig in for each other, will graft. They're a new bunch, but they've built a togetherness that's amazing to see, and that's why I'm so determined sometimes, and I can be stubborn and I can get frustrated, but I believe in what Lewis and I do. I believe in the lads that are in there, and they're now starting to show something. Am I getting carried away with that result? Absolutely not. But it's more from the fact of a bunch of lads are now proving that they are good enough to compete with anyone in this league.
And you say pride is your overwhelming emotion. Pride is something we saw from the players as well. They took pride in playing for the team and for the fans, and that must be something that makes you happy as well.
Absolutely, and for us, if you see at all levels of football, it doesn't matter what level it is, if you give absolutely everything and you run around, you make tackles, you try your best, fans will love you. And like for us to know that our game plan worked, because that's how we scored the goal, and we could have scored more from it in the second half. But it's just that doggedness and that desire to not want to concede goals now, which if you ask Loughborough of old, even when I've been here, sometimes we score a lot of goals, but we also concede a lot. So if that's the way it's going to be this season, I'd be more than happy. It's not so good for the heart, but I'm just so proud of that bunch of players in there, because we've built something together, and it is only the start. And as I say, with a finished article, absolutely not. We do need to improve. There are things that we can work on, but one thing for sure, no one can question our players' desire, and that's been shown in the last 3 games. And if that's what us as a club are going to see for a season, I'm sure no one will be disappointed.
And it feels wrong to pick out a player individually because they all did well, but the goalkeeper Lewis King had a really good game, and he's now on 2 clean sheets in a row.
Hey, well, the back 4, the back 6, the 11, the 15 are in 2 clean sheets in a row, because they're 2 team performances. King is different class. Like he wanted to settle. He wanted to be somewhere where he felt loved and wanted to be appreciated, and we certainly give him that, because we know the qualities he's got. His leadership is second to none. As all keepers, sometimes he can play on the edge a little bit, but distribution fantastic, great handling, and more characters like that around the place. I'm just so proud of him, because, as I say, those characters are now starting to gel the young lads together, and the young lads are now understanding that it's not okay to lose games of football.
And we've 2 good wins in a row now as we head into 2 games in 3 days. How important is that momentum as we go into a period with a lot of games in quick succession?
Absolutely massive, and everyone in this squad will be used, and everyone in this squad has been used. So for me, this momentum, especially coming back home and getting that first home win, we usually start off with a home win rather than away, but we did it the opposite. And if that's the case, if we can get anywhere near what our home form's been for a good amount of years now, that momentum should hopefully take us into the weekend against Yaxley, and then should be set up nicely for an encounter on Bank Holiday Monday with Chasetown.